Okay, so a lot of times it's just easier to record what I want you guys to do whenever I'm gone. So here we are. You guys should be finishing up your elevator speeches. So that's number one. Some people are a little bit further than others, but that's where you start. So you need 3 different elevator speeches for each of your different business proposals. So go ahead and finish that. Once you're done with your elevator speeches, you're going to go to your market survey. And your market survey is on Google Classroom on that same assignment as your elevator speeches. So you'll go to your market survey, and we've talked about our market survey, but we haven't looked at this document. And so our market survey, remember, is where we go out and we ask people, are you interested in this product? Would you actually buy this product from me? And if you would either buy this product from me or hire me for this service, how much would you spend on this? And so you guys can either ask them, how much would you spend on this? And sometimes people are uncomfortable with that. They would be like, I don't know. So I would recommend having an amount in mind and make that a realistic amount. Think about if you're going to sell cupcakes, how much would you want to sell your cupcakes per cupcake or per dozen? If you were going to mow lawns, how much would you charge as a base price? So have an amount kind of in mind. So if you look at this market survey, you are going to have 4 people that you ask, 2 adults and 2 either teens or kids. That kind of depends on what your product is. Would it be more based for teens or for kids? So you put your ideas here. What are your 3 different business ideas? And you ask adult number 1 about that first product. And then you ask them about the second product and the third product. And so you put all of those ideas there. Then you ask adult number 2 about idea number 1. And you put all of their answers in these different boxes. And you just keep going. So teen or kid number 1. Now here's where, a teenager probably isn't going to need their lawn mowed. So they'd probably say, I don't need my lawn mowed. So you would put doesn't need, wouldn't buy it. Same thing if you're making slime. They might want to buy it, but this adult would say, I would never buy that. Or maybe they would say, I would probably buy that for my kid. So you're just putting in their reactions and how much they would buy that for you. You can ask adults in the building, just make sure that you're respectful about asking them, and ask them at an appropriate time. In the middle of teaching would not be an appropriate time, and when you do that, you need to say, could I give you my elevator speeches for business? I would prefer you ask people outside of the building because there's 130 of you and your teachers are going to get burnt out listening to your elevator speeches. So I would prefer them not be all of your teachers. So that is those are your market, that's your market survey. Now you can do it on your computer, that's fine, or you can take one of the hard copies. So whichever way you prefer doing that. Now the next thing that you need to do is you need to go to Google Classroom and go to the post that has, I forgot to see what it was called. Let me go open that up real quick. There will be, I think it's called Making a Plan. There will be, Make a Plan. There's a video that talks about making a business plan. And it's, why do you need a business plan? Why would we even take our time to do this? So it's a little YouTube video about that. You're going to watch that. And then you are going to look at the Micro Business Startup Planner. And this is a fairly involved planner that has 3 different tabs. So you have your business plan, your customer, and then startup expenses. Now we haven't done our market survey yet, so we don't necessarily know what business we are creating. So at this point, I want you to look at the document and see what information you will need to know. And I know most of you are going to be like, yeah, right, I don't need to do it yet, so I'm not going to look at it. But you really do need to look and see what information you need to know, because you might look at it and be like, this idea I have isn't going to work, or um, one of your ideas might work better. So take a look at it and see what you need. So here on this side, you have your questions, and then your information will go over here. So this is about your business plan. You'll put your business name in here, which it might take you a little bit to decide on a business name. And then you go down here to get your next. This is about your potential customer. Okay, you're going to describe your customer. Then over here, you have your startup expenses. So how are you going to get all of your money, and what are you going to spend that money on for this business? Remember, a micro business doesn't take a lot of money, so it's not going to be thousands of dollars. But what money and what space are you going to need? When you are using Sheets, I know that Sheets is not something that we use a lot. Sheets uses cells, little boxes. So you are going to click and you can start typing. And if you notice when you type, it starts putting stuff here, but then it also starts putting stuff up here, okay? All of these, they should wrap. So once you stop writing, your words should start wrapping around the box. So it should be okay with that. But if you need to go change what you've written, you can click right here and then go up here and click and be able to type, or you should be able to just double click up here and then be able to type again. So it will take a little bit of getting used to Sheets, but you have to get used to Sheets. So that is what you guys are working on today. Take your time and do a good job, and I will see you guys on Thursday.